see, marriages that are issues.
Yes.
To me, I believe that if I'm angry with him and I go a day, I'll miss him. And I'll be miserable.
You know, my father once told me something that I should learn to give my right to my wife. Well, I think that is speaking metaphorically. As men, we shouldn't be so arrogant. You know, we hold on to some things very stiff. It has to be my way. It has to be my way. For me, anything that is not fundamental, I yield to my wife. I give her that concession. If she feels offended, I apologize to her.
My husband is someone who don't enter the kitchen at all.
Okay.
He can't boil water. So I remember when I was pregnant. Then once I'm pregnant, I'm usually very sick. So I'm nauseous as well. So I remember a day, one morning, that I wasn't able to make breakfast because I wasn't. So it was like, you know, when you are sick, you cannot go to the other room. And breakfast, what's going on? I can't have breakfast. And I was having one thing.
As a man, if there's something you want from your wife, you can talk to her. Then the encouragement to the women is that at times you may have to make some sacrifice, because I think that men have a stronger sexual drive than women. I'm not an expert in, you know.
Welcome home. Two hearts, one journey through sunshine and the rain. Years of memories woven tight, joy and hidden pain. But every chapter made them stronger than before. Hand in hand they found a way to love each other more. This is the couple's tale, where love unfolds again. Stories that heal, stories that teach, hope in every word they speak. Sit close, lean in and listen well. This is the place where true love dwells.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are welcome to another wonderful episode of Couples Tense. And I'm still your host, Bro Joseph. And for those of you that are just joining us for the first time, this is Couples Tense. It's a ministry dedicated for the promoting of marital value and supporting family mental health. So if you're just joining us, you are very much welcome. So on this program, what we do is to try as much as we can to change some negative narrative out there concerning marriage. Marriage is a very sweet union. If you have not been there, pray and wish to be there. I'm married, and we have a very wonderful couple also here in the studio. I don't want to take much of our time because today's episode comes to be very exciting. Because I'm a very exciting couple in the house. Very, very exciting. I'm so close to them and I know how exciting they are. So let me not blow that trumpet anymore. Allow me, as I introduce to you, Mr. and Mrs. Udoh Amos.
Thank you for having us.
You are very much welcome.
Thank you for having us in Couples Tense.
You are welcome and thank you very much. Let me start with Oga. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Emem Udoh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm an engineer by profession, and I've been in practice for 22 years.
Interesting.
Yeah, since I left school, I've been involved in only engineering.
Wow.
So that's just it about me. Yeah.
And you are the husband to the beautiful lady beside you.
Yes, beside me is beside me is the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are very much welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. Madam, I don't want to repeat the same question because
Okay.
I've already done the introduction.
Okay.
Okay, now, let me put it this way. How long have you known each other? Okay,
Yeah. We've been married for 16 years. Been together for 16 years.
16 years.
Yes, and we met. It wasn't long we got married.
Now, I want to understand something now. Are you saying the meeting together with the marriage years is 16?
16 and a half years, actually. 16 and a half years.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
I don't think it's up to half because it was within 3 months we got married.
Okay, we did the
We
traditional.
met in September first time, then we meet again in October. Then by November, we introduced me to his family. By January, we were already gone to my place, and by March that year, we done our traditional. By July, we got married in July.
Yeah,
Let me
2009.
Let me get something. Where did you meet?
We met in an eatery.
Okay.
We met in an eatery during our break time at our different places of work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So that was how the meeting came.
Yes.
But why? You know, some marriage, you hear them say, we get to know for like 2-3 years, get to know each other, get to understand each other for that, get married. But like yours was just, it's like 3 months.
So it was very fast.
It was very fast because when we met, my spirit just my spirit agreed with her spirit, and I realized immediately that this is the woman that I should spend the rest of my life with, and I reckon there was no need to waste time. Yeah.
Immediately you saw her, your spirit tells you, this is your missing lips. The bone of your bones.
Yeah. The flesh of my flesh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, 16 years of marriage. Wow, that's a decade and 6
And
years.
6 years, yes.
Interesting. So, how has marriage been so far?
Well, I must say that we've been happily married. Things have been good, and God has been with us. We do not regret not having a long courtship. So things have been great. Yeah.
So, before getting married, or maybe I should put it this way now, are you from the same state?
Yeah, we are both from Akwa Ibom.
Both from Akwa Ibom?
Yes, Akwa Ibom
Yes.
State.
Okay, the same village in Akwa Ibom?
No, not at all.
No, not the same local government. He's from Ibiano local government. I'm from a same local government.
Oh,
Yeah, and we have like 45 minutes drive that separates the two local governments.
A nearby. Interesting. So now,
Yeah.
I want to understand something now because the courtship period was quite short. So during the marriage, sometimes you hear some things that has to do with some traditional belief, custom and traditional belief,
Yes.
some in-laws, headache and everything. So I want to ask, during the marriage process, are you saying there was no challenge, maybe traditional, custom and traditional challenges, or in-laws to be challenges What was it like?
Yes. There were no such challenges. In fact, when I met her and she told me the part of Akwa Ibom she is from, I was like, wow, okay, are you from that part of the state? Because in Akwa Ibom, I believe generally in our society, there are some people that you think, oh, maybe I shouldn't marry from this group of people because of some, beliefs, some things, some wrong things that we hear about each other. So that was my experience. But when I went in, to see his people were like my people. They welcomed me with all their heart. There was no problem at all from any in-law. The traditional demands were usual. There was nothing weird. Everything went very well.
Interesting.
Yes.
Everything went
Very well. Yes.
So, which means the tradition was done,
Mm-hmm.
the white was also done.
Yes, the white
We did
court
the-
wedding.
The
Yes,
court
we did
wedding.
registry. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. That's the most
Yeah, that followed, I think, 3 months
Yes.
after, the traditional engagement.
Then follows.
Yeah. So maybe 15 years later, we did the solemnization of holy matrimony
Wow.
in,
That was last year.
That was last year.
in the Holy Catholic Church.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. But the thing is, the most important thing has been done already 15 years ago.
Yes.
The traditional.
Yes,
prayer,
yes.
bypass and everything.
Exactly.
The court was also.
Yes.
This one was just more like a formality thing.
Mhm.
Let's just talk about
It was actually to receive me into the church.
Oh, okay. Condition to receive you to the church.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Happy. But when was the last anniversary? What month?
July.
It was. It's supposed. Our court marriage was July 11. But because of our church wedding that we did last year, we have to move it to September, which was my birthday.
September 21.
21.
So
Now we have to.
I would say our wedding anniversary is will be marked
Yes,
every
yes.
September 21,
Yes.
which coincides with our birthday.
So September is the agreed
Yeah,
Yes.
September.
final answer.
Yes.
Okay. It's okay. No problem. That's interesting. Okay. Looking at the journey so far, I want to ask this question. Was there any kind of official proposal? Want to see these days, especially want to watch a movie. You see?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Maybe I should leave you to answer that question.
And there was a question asked,
Okay.
and I answered. I said yes, but there was no ring. It was like, you marry me.
It wasn't.
No,
Yeah.
right from the very first day he met me, he said he's not coming for any boyfriend or girlfriend, anything. He wants to marry me. And I believed him. You see, there is this. I just know that this person is telling me the truth.
Telling the truth is
You can I just know. But another thing I want to say is that people, because my foundation was in prayers. I prayed. I was ready to get married, and I prayed for God direction. So it looks as if everything is so perfect.
going smoothly.
Yes, but one thing I know, that once the hand of God is in a thing, it works. Anybody that wants to get married, I keep saying it. If you want to get married, do not have your own. God is the one that knows everything. You can say, I want a tall man, I want a rich man, I want a blue, I want a black. That doesn't matter. It's only God that sees what is in the heart of man. To me, I felt we should rely on God direction. If you want to get married, just tell God direct me. I used to say when I was growing up that I don't care because I don't think I'm good enough to choose. I just tell God whether it's Yoruba or Orobo, Indian or Hausa, wherever it's from, as far as it is God will for me.
Wow. You actually did not have any issue with tribe.
I did not. I don't have. As far as it's God, what God wants, God gift is perfect. That's one thing I know. God gift is perfect. God sees what is in the heart of a man. So he knows what that will be best for me. He knows what that it fits me. He knows what I can cope. He knows that I just believe that once it is gift is perfect. So with that, everything went. Though when I met him, I still have my own. That's what I prayed and I said those things. Human belief and thinking still, but at the end of the day, God still, do what's best for me. He directs me.
Okay. So, based on what you just said now, were there a time, as in, what was the fear factor before the marriage? And some will tell you, the fear of leaving their family, their parents, or their siblings. Some will tell you the fear of, will this person able to take care of me? Some will tell you the fear of, am I sure there's a right thing I'm doing? There are various factors, fear factors. So, what was your own fear factor then, at least before the marriage?
Really, I won't say there was any fears. The only because as I was growing up, I wasn't good in having relationships. I wasn't good in having boyfriend. So my own was to get married. As I was hoping to get married, I also prayed that these are the things I want. Yes.
Was there a fear factor?
For me, I don't think there was any. I just had to take that leap of faith. I wasn't afraid of anything.
Thank you. So, there was actually no fear factor. And Oga did propose. You were just...
maybe looking at it from the perspective of how proposal is done these days, some people put rings in.
Yes.
And there's a flower decoration and all that.
She will see the ring. No, exactly. Mine wasn't that elaborate, but it was genuine. I think that is paramount.
That's good.
But I think before I even ask, we even know where we are heading.
Exactly. Yeah. True.
That question was just for confirmation.
Yeah.
Yes. So, there was no time you actually got her. This is what they call it. You make her Lord of the Ring, as in engaging, putting ring in her hand, even when as an engagement ring. So, was there anything like an engagement ring before the marriage?
No.
There was the ring. I went by myself
You bought by
during
yourself?
the traditional marriage. I because I wanted a good ring. My sister took me with her landlady. We went to where they can. I think one of the ring is what I'm wearing. We went to Goldsmiths to do our own ring for us.
Wow.
Yes.
So you actually
The question was already asked, so there was no problem. So the ring we went to have, it was for the one we have for the wedding.
Yeah.
So,
okay. All right. So since the question has been asked, and which means there's readiness already.
yes.
Exactly.
So no time for a long time.
No time for long.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. All right. In as much as we try to also make people to see the better side of marriage and everything, I want to ask this now. So far, have they been, or maybe I should put it this way, ever since It's 16 years now.
Yeah.
Have there been a thought or something happened that you felt like, sometimes we feel when we are angry over something, there's this kind of thoughts that come to our mind that, why did I even marry this person? As I've even waited a little to say, who knows, maybe a better person. Have there been a thought like that in your mind ever since you guys got married? A thought of a kind of regret due to the fact that you were angry about one or two things. So have there been any thought like that?
Never. I've never been.
Not at all.
So please tell us, have there been conflict? So far, so good.
Yes.
There
There is no marriage without conflict.
Okay, there have been conflict.
Yes.
All right. Is there anyone you want to share and how you resolved it? If at all there was actually conflict, what did Madam do? Okay. Yeah.
Well, for me, she's a very good person, and so far she has not caused any fundamental conflict to come to be in the marriage. If at all there are issues, there were just issues that we were able to resolve very, very easily. Nothing fundamental. Nothing so deep. So they will say.
Okay.
Nothing so deep.
Because I'm equally trying to understand, say nothing fundamental. Okay. Nothing so deep.
So deep. Well, I don't know if I can. In marriage, you have the intimacy aspect. At times, our expectations do differ a bit, or maybe one person is coming on too forcefully. So one person may say, no. You have to slow down. So I may say, this is what I want, and she is not able to yield herself to me the way I expect. So the way we treat that is to have a common understanding that we are in this together. We must reach a compromise. There are some things. I cannot have my way with. You understand? And maybe I should also take it easy, and I shouldn't over stress her. And she too, she recognizes the need for her to also yield herself, maybe a little much more than she would have naturally wanted to, knowing that the relationship is about sacrifice. You understand? So once we come to that middle point, yeah, we are fine.
I'm sure people will want to know what exactly you are talking about.
I'm not using the diplomatic format.
I want to explain. My husband is someone who don't enter the kitchen at all.
Okay.
He can't boil water. So I remember when I was pregnant. Then once I'm pregnant, I'm usually very sick. So I'm nauseous as well. So I remember one morning that I wasn't able to make breakfast because I wasn't. So he was like, when you are sick, you cannot go to the other room. And breakfast, what's going on? I can't have breakfast. And I must have one thing. She understands. So that kind, me myself, you should understand I'm sick and I'm pregnant. So that's, but one thing I know is that as far as you understand each other, you try. So as far as I know that this, it doesn't, no matter how I know how to amend it, so I have to maybe I call my sister to come over because I can't do it and he cannot be going to work hungry. So that's, we just have to find a way to fix it. We don't allow, some people will now make it a problem You see, I'm pregnant and all that. You are asking. So I understand him, and I've asked my sister to come over so that she can help. Yes. And another problem, see, marriages, there are issues.
Yes.
To me, I believe that if I'm angry with him and I go a day, I'll miss him. And I'll be miserable. And I found out at the end of the day, we'll still come back because we are together forever. So why am I postponing if I'm the one to apologize, I apologize, then we'll move on and live our lives. No point dragging. I'm not going to leave him. He's not a friend. Sure, he's not a friend that I say, okay, I'll do away with him. So it's my life. It's my life. So anything is affecting me, is affecting me. If I'm punishing myself. So why are we? That's how I see it. So if I won't tell you that there is no problem. We in short, we have problems. But we know how and also know this thing that God says that the sun should not go down.
Yes. Before you
so
each other.
That also keep me checked. Is the sun going down? Am I? And there are some things you put in place. You say to yourself, we don't need. And I said when I got married, I will never want a third party in my marriage. I will never. I remember that time that when I was pregnant, that for breakfast, I think he called my sister to report me, and I told him, don't do that. And that was our first 1 year in marriage. And first 1 year in marriage is
very challenging.
Very challenging.
Yes.
The period that you get to know yourself. It's from another background and from another family. It's from another family you believe into. But once you go through that first 1 year, second year, you are good to go. Good to go.
And able to say, once you cascade through the first 3 years in the marriage, then you guys are good to go. Because it's like, it's general. That very first year. Because I still know about a couple, they've known themselves as friends. They've been as friends for like 8 years. Friends for 8 years. Now they now decide to get married. And now got married.
We become a different.
The very first month in the marriage, it was as if they were living with their enemies. As in, the way they were talking with each other as if there was an issue, a strong issue. So like, what is happening? I need to call them again. How long have you known each other before you got married? 8 years. 8 years. And now you're not married. Which should be the crown of the relationship.
We've had.
What happened now? You are now making it as if you've made a very long.
I think we should.
They never knew each other.
We should also approach marriage as an institution that was put in place, by God. It's not a human institution. It's not an institution that was established by man. It was established by God. So when you go into that relationship, you must be conscious of that truth, that come what may, this relationship must work, So whatsoever rears its head, against the relationship, you have to address it. Be it bitterness, just like she said, maybe anger. In our relationship, we don't entertain anger for too long. And we learn not to entertain bitterness at all, because I am conscious of the fact that this marriage has to work. Because by God's grace, we belong to a church that doesn't even entertain divorce. Marriage to us is a sacrament. It is something holy. So it is beyond me and her, It's about God and what God wants. So we must cooperate with God, to make it go His way.
How many kids now?
We have 3 children.
We have 3.
2 girls and a boy.
Interesting. That's a good one. Okay. When we were talking, something came to my mind. So they were asked us, so who gets angry easily?
I think it's my wife.
Okay. I was always the first to apologize.
Yeah.
To apologize, to me, I believe there is my thinking that in the day of judgment, it cannot over. I don't know. He shouldn't have the most apology. He can't be the only one taking the credit. That's how I see it. Because I felt I should also apologize. He apologized. I apologize. He's apologized because I believe it's being recorded for us.
Yes.
So it's two-way thing.
Okay. Sometimes he apologizes. Sometimes you have.
Yeah, I don't have a problem apologizing to her. Even when I think I'm right, I apologize because I put her first. She's very important to me. Her feeling is very important. Even when I know that this thing is her fault. My father once told me something that I should learn to give my right to my wife. Well, I think that is speaking metaphorically. As men, we shouldn't be so arrogant. We hold on to some things very stiff. It has to be my way. It has to be my way. For me, anything that is not fundamental, I yield to my wife. I give her that concession. If she feels offended, I apologize to her. I don't have any problem, and she responds accordingly. She doesn't have any issues apologizing. But I would say I used to be quicker in apologizing. Then later, she also followed suit.
She can't be the only one having it.
Thank you. All right. We'll be right back after a very short break. This is Couple Strength. I'm still your host, Brad Joseph.
This is the place where true love dwells.
All right, Mr. and Mrs. Emem Udoh, it's good to have you. You are really delighted having you in this platform today. You've said so much that's to an extent that actually delights my heart. And that is prompting this question I want to ask now. Okay. Sir, what is that thing that you adore so much about her?
About my wife, my wife is she's God-fearing.
God-fearing.
She's God-fearing, and I value the fact that she loves me, and she loves me genuinely, almost unconditionally. Maybe I would say unconditionally. It's a great feeling when you know that somebody loves you, and she will not hurt you, or she will never stand against you. So I really appreciate that in her. To me, she's a very beautiful woman, and I'm proud of her beauty.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's very beautiful. I support. So, what is that thing that you adore so much about her there?
It's the same way. Husband is husband loves me, and he doesn't hold back. I know what I've heard from women, but when I come to my husband, I'm wondering there is nothing I will ask except he doesn't have it. Then I will not get it. My husband I don't know. It's a very loving and caring. He puts us first, even the children. It's someone that if he comes in, doesn't care about the first person he will look for is me. Then he now asks after the children.
Interesting.
So it's
Interesting.
Two ways.
So, who influence each other the most?
You influence me more. I influence you. More, yeah. Well, she has. I'm not sure if I think she has influenced me a lot, and she has made me to be a lot closer to God than I used to be. She's a very spiritual person, and she has really rubbed off on me, and that has helped to build my faith in God. I used to tell her that, okay, you may be very spiritual, very prayerful, but I have a lot of faith, you understand? So, and I think it's our spirituality that has really helped me, Yes. So, and then she, most times when I'm worried about something, she helps to calm me down. She'll tell me, okay, for me, I'm not. I mean, for her, I'm not worried, So she will kind of, prop me, so that I overcome whatever my worries are, And I think that is a very good influence, on me.
That's a very good influence. That's indeed a very good influence. Yes. When you have someone that's have what it takes, the quality that is required to calm someone down at a very crucial time.
Yeah.
It's a very good one.
Isn't it God? It's all God, dude.
That's very interesting. So, there is argument among men sometimes. You see men arguing, saying some things that does it mean, or is it possible, let me use it that way, that is it possible for a man to tell a woman everything and anything? Some are quick to use the Bible verse where Abraham didn't tell Sarah when he wanted to go and sacrifice Isaac, because perhaps they believe she might not be able to control it or handle it emotionally. So, do you believe that man can actually tell a woman everything and anything? And if you believe that, but is it possible?
I believe we should be open to each other. We shouldn't keep secrets, and we should be, whatsoever will hurt, your spouse, you shouldn't even go into it in the first place before you start struggling with whether you should open up to him or her, completely. I believe you have to be prudent in the way you relate to each other. I used to tell people that, we are all humans. At times we make some grievous mistakes. So you have to ask yourself, that thing that you want to open to your wife, will she be able to handle it? Because it's that's where prudence comes in. Because at times you may be doing her harm, by being overly open. I believe in that, But don't take yourself to that point that you begin to struggle with that kind of thing. You understand? Because some people will talk about restitution. You don't want to burden her heart with things that will break her, things that she won't be able to get over for a long time. I think that will be unfair. But there are some things you can trash out with God genuinely. You understand, and make your way straight. things that have to do with finances, you can, of course, you shouldn't spend your money recklessly going into ventures that your wife won't approve of. Well, in your finances, you should be open. In most of the things that you do as a man, you must be open, but you must be mindful of not doing things that you won't be able to share with your wife. Yeah, I won't sit here to say that you can share with her everything, because you're not too sure of how she'll handle it, because she didn't create her emotion. She didn't create her emotion, and her emotion was given to her by God. So you don't know how strong that emotion is. So that's it.
I think I get something from what you said now.
Yeah.
You said over openness could sometimes harm the woman. We need to talk about finance. Do you believe in joint accounts?
I don't think I have any issue against the idea of having a joint account. We don't have a joint account. I can tell you straight away that once money hits my account, the bulk of it gets transferred to her account. I don't spend money recklessly, and I give to her everything that she needs, for herself and for the family. If she ever requests that we have a joint account, I don't think I'll have any issue with it. So we just need to be open to each other. There's nothing to hide.
Now, to women now, when I'm to you now, and do you believe that saying that a woman should tell her husband? Is it possible for a woman to tell her husband everything and anything? Is it possible?
To me, it depends, because I'm one person that it depends on the decision you make for yourself. I said to myself, I will be vulnerable to my husband. I don't think there is anything that I wouldn't want to tell him, except I borrow someone money.
Okay, understood. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think I make a decision to be, because in marriage at times people now, they don't understand that love is not enough. Love is not enough. I used to say that. Then the first 1 year there is stinging and everything, but what keep marriage is trust, tolerance, and patience.
And I'll add the forgiveness.
So if you have trust and communication as well, because I was just saying, how are we doing it? Because some people feel that once you are maybe 5 years in marriage, the love begins to, then you now start living. To me, because we confess our love every day, we get up, we hug each other, we kiss, and oh, I love you. You go, you call, I love you at the end of the day. We hug, we do things, we follow each other everywhere. We are in the bedroom, we eat together. It's keep the fire, the feelings going and everything.
Was there kissing this morning?
Yes, we kiss every day.
Interesting. Okay, go ahead.
Let me say, maybe it's a natural thing. It's individual thing. Maybe two of us, we are just gum body. We are two, you understand.
You are a very interesting couple. Fire.
So, to me, I believe that I said I will never lie to my husband. I don't. If I'm somewhere, I used to say, if I'm somewhere and he calls me, where are you? I'll tell him exactly where I am. Because you never can tell. It's good to be honest with each other. you communicate. If you have done something, as I am, nobody will come and blackmail me for anything. Because before you come, I already confessed. And because it also make it easier. This thing is 2 ways. It makes it easier that if I'm telling him, he won't hold it against me. Neither will I also be holding it against him. We will make things easier for each other, and my being open to him will make it easier for me to be open to him. To always tell him the truth. Maybe I got married to some other man who don't, treat me the way I want. Maybe I don't know. But I think it's individual thing. I don't think there is anything except maybe I. But if I don't tell him now, that doesn't mean that I won't tell him later. Yes.
Okay. But it's something that you must know.
Yes.
So I'm going to have to answer.
Not yet.
Yeah, that's after.
Okay.
Okay. Now, all right, thank you. So, let me also ask this question now, because I really appreciate the bondness among both of you. Now, I want to ask this question, and it's somehow affecting several homes, positively or negatively.
Okay.
So it depends the way it's being applied to every home. Now, the question is this: should couples engage or watch pornography in order to better their sexual life?
At all. Is not right, and of course the marriage shouldn't be exposed to sin or sinfulness. That's number one. Number two is, some of these things, when you go into them, it's like you're wiring your brain to enjoy those things, and after some time you may want to go a step further. You understand? You have people that even invite the third party into their marital bed. So it will take you to another stage. There will be a next step to it. So the scripture says that for the man, for instance, we should be contented with. I think the scripture says that we should let her breast, satisfy us.
Yes.
We should learn to put a limit to how much satisfaction we want to derive in our sexual experience. You understand? Because if you aim for some of those things, the devil will come in. It will be a door for the devil to step in. The devil is very crafty. So once you enter his territory, he will welcome you, and he will definitely strike. So watching pornography might even be an indication that maybe you're not satisfied with your spouse. Maybe something is in the way. You have to address that instead of bringing in third parties, because pornography is something produced by people that are already third parties. So you shouldn't bring them into your marital life. I've heard of instances where some couples invite a third party physically into their bedroom. Then after some time, the man finds a way to go and see the woman. You understand, behind his wife. So what am I saying? It will always go wrong. It is wrong, and it will always get worse. Maybe that's the right expression. So pornography in marriage is a no-no.
It's a no-no.
Supported, or you have different opinion about this?
I support my husband. We have each other. We are not. So what we have is no time for.
So it's what you have in the marriage should be sufficient for you. If you need to maybe improve on it. Just talk to each other. If there is something, as a man, if there is something you want from your wife, you can talk to her. Then the encouragement to the women is that at times you may have to make some sacrifice, because I think that men have a stronger sexual drive than women. I'm not an expert in human sexuality, but I think so that men have higher sexual drive. So the woman can try to match it, you understand, knowing that her body is not hers. And the man too should know that, look, there is a limit to how far he should go, knowing that his body is the wife's, you understand. So this is good for the two parties to have that mutual understanding. Yeah.
Okay. Now, still on that. Now, what if, because some women believe that it is wrong, or it looks wrong, that they should tell their husband how it's supposed to be done. Some sees it to be, the man might think, I am wayward, or what has gone, or what has happened, what am I been feeding my mind with, or whatever. So now, in a situation whereby a woman actually knows that, okay, I need to let my man understand it this way, that this is how I actually want it, or this is how I can actually feel it. So in that situation, what do we expect the woman to do? Should she go ahead and say it, or she just keep it to herself?
Okay. Back to you.
Yeah, to me, it still goes back to the relationship they both have. Because that me, I'm very open. We are very open to each other. I say what I feel. Like I said before, I can be vulnerable. I can say anything. I can tell him anything. If it is me that wants it, I'll tell him. And I love the fact that even though at times it doesn't, because I ask, it doesn't make me feel bad because I ask.
Yes.
Neither will I make him feel bad because he asks. So that allows us to, be free with each other at any time.
Okay, so which means for such conversation to come up, there must have been this level of
Communication is
yes.
very important.
Among both of them, that's where a woman can be that free to actually just
if you are not in good with each other, you are not, you can't initiate
such kind of conversation.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Okay. All right. There are several challenges, but I want to ask now to you, or to your own understanding, what do you think is the most easy challenges, the easiest challenges that couples face? Which do you think is the most easiest challenge that couples face, that sometimes it has a way of tearing the marriage apart if they are not careful?
Yeah. To me, I would say that the greatest challenge now in this contemporary time is the belief that marriage is a contract. Once things are not right, we can go, we can part way. Because that's what is being trumpeted these days. If there is financial stress in the family, both parties will begin to think of going apart. If there is some form of maybe a misfortune, or maybe a child is lost, or a child dies, or some form of a mishap in the family, they'll say, okay, we must part way, so that we go and grieve differently, or separately. So divorce is so highly promoted these days, because there's no way it is promised that the marital relationship will go hitch free from day one to the last day. So people need to have that consciousness, like I said earlier, that this thing is beyond them. You understand? Is about God. God wants us to be together, as a couple, of course with our children. That's God's model. But it's not about society. It's not about the court of law where some people get wedded. It's not even about the church where some people get wedded. It is about God. So these days, that truth has been expunged from our society, or is gradually being taken out. So at every slight difficulty, people want to separate. I think that is the greatest threat to marriage in our contemporary time. You may think it's money. At times we think it's money. Of course, financial issues, difficulty can contribute. You may have marital unfaithfulness also contributing to that. We may have some form of maybe verbal abuse and all those things also contributing to verbal or physical abuse, also contributing to this problem. But I think the greatest problem is what's now the norm of the day, what we consider to be normal. Everybody is celebrating divorce, among our celebrities. People tend to even celebrate divorce the way they celebrate marriage, or wedding. You understand? People get excited. People talk the way people will talk about separation. It doesn't show that they are bitter about the separation. It shows nobody is interested in mending broken marital relationship. So that is the greatest threat. Our culture. Yeah.
Thank you. Madam, do you have anything you want to add to what the guy said?
Mine would be, as we are sitting and we are talking about our marriage and everybody thinks it's perfect. Marriage is not perfect. No marriage is perfect. No man is perfect. We just learn to understand each other. And marriage is a sacrifice. I remember a friend who told me that I travel a lot, that assuming he married me, I would have been traveling the way So what works for me may not work for another person.
Yeah.
So I would advise that people should, when you get married, just try to build your relationship around your marriage, love your spouse, and sacrifice something. Nothing comes for nothing. You must sacrifice to get the best.
Sure.
If you want your marriage to work, you need to sacrifice your time, have open communication, love yourselves, and be happy. Money is not enough. Love is not enough. You may have the money in the whole world, but you are not still happy. Your marriage won't still work. So, what works for us, I keep saying it, what works for us may not work for another person.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Thank you. Okay, now there's this area which I will need us to talk to our viewers. But before then, I have a very sharp question I want to ask. And when I mean sharp questions, it requires sharp answers.
Okay.
Please, I beg.
Okay. Who will win a dance competition?
That's
It's
big.
my wife now. I can tell you that for free. Very sharply. I can tell you that very sharply.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who is the bigger procrastinator?
Procrastinator.
Two of us were kind of.
I think we procrastinate equally.
Okay. I think I know the answer to this. Okay, who is more dramatic when it comes to sickness?
It's me.
It's my life. Yeah.
Sometimes I get sick and it will be after the sick. He will tell you that I was. And I'll look at him. He was still going around. He was sitting.
Yeah.
Okay. And who's more likely to make friends with strangers?
It's me.
Okay, who's more punctual with time?
I think I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We complement each other.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, are women ever? I don't think women are ever punctual.
I asked you this question last week Sunday, remember?
Okay.
I asked, did I usually, as in people, I'm not, I don't, I'm this, that, there's some women kill time, but I don't think I do.
Okay.
Especially on Sunday morning, I don't think, because we go for 8:30 mass, and once it's 8:30, and even though we are going for 6:30 mass, I just speak, and if I waste, at times it's only when the children are around. When the children are around, I'll be ready, but I need to look whether the three of them are ready and they are. So that at times I take care of them first before I get ready. So it will look as if I'm the one delaying.
Attention to the mirror.
Okay, what?
That goes without saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've asked this the anger part and the apology part. I think we're almost done here now. So now, this I used to think it's just a one-sided thing until I meet a particular couple and I found it's not a one-sided thing. Who eats more?
I think I do.
Not like
How do you?
the portion or
How do you mean the serving?
Okay, well, you talk about portion, like a guy eats more. But like women are the type that they don't have break. They can just keep eating and eating and eating.
no,
But in general, that's what I'm talking about.
It's more because if it's at home, like on a Saturday, you have breakfast, you have lunch, and dinner.
Do people still eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner these days?
But recently, it hasn't
But
been working.
recently, we tend to have.
The children are not around.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just the two of us.
When the
So
children are not around, we tend to do late lunch.
breakfast.
In fact, late breakfast that
Yes.
helps you skip lunch. Then we do late lunch, kind of that doubles as dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who is more organized?
I think I'm. But those documents, I think you keep your documents very, very well. I think she is more organized because at times she helps me to retrieve my documents, some important documents, and
I'm not.
she's more
That's I scatter my clothes. That's not what you're talking about.
But she throws her clothes here and there, and I always wonder what's going on here. Yeah, but when it comes to keeping things, I think she's better. She can tell you straight away where a particular.
Even when I'm not around, even when I'm not in Lagos.
Even when you're not around.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll tell you where the things are.
Yeah.
I will not show more affection.
More affection. I think she shows me more affection in terms of maybe hugging, kissing, pecking. I show more affection by giving, I think. Yeah. Because I used to tell her that, look, even when I don't call you and maybe I'm just there in the sitting room working, you're on my mind, That's
not enough.
how it is. I will improve.
Are you now also saying that she's more romantic than you?
Yes.
I think she's more romantic, yes.
Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, in 1 minute, what do you have to tell other couples out there, especially those that which marriage are going through one or two challenges, you know, what do you want to tell them? And
Okay.
also that those that are also the intending couples to something that they can also benefit from. Just a moment.
Okay, for couples and couples to be, my advice is that you must first and foremost realize that, you know, the marital relationship is not about us, it's about God. So once you go into it, you must be determined to make it work. And whatsoever is threatening the marriage should be dealt with very quickly. You should learn to come to a mutual understanding on every matter, and you should not entertain anger for too long. Don't even think of bitterness. Don't harbor bitterness. You have to learn to do things together as much as practicable. You go to church together. When you are in church, it's advisable you sit together. If you need to eat, it's advisable as much as you can eat together, pray together. Don't isolate each other. Don't stay away from each other unnecessarily, for too long. I don't think it is advisable for couples to have different bedrooms or to sleep in different bedrooms. You should always be together so that if there are conflicts, you can quickly resolve and sort them out. Don't let people push you into separating. Marriage is for better, for worse. That is the old saying, and it is still true. And some people are now saying marriage is for better, for better. It is not true, because there will always be hitches, there will always be issues, there will always be conflicts. All those things are normal. It is your duty to address them as they show up in your marriage. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Madam, so what do you want to add to that?
We have said it all. Just be open and have open communication. Understand each other. Love each other.
Understand.
Have a heart of forgiveness. Because the Bible says we should forgive each other. And they ask, how many times? 70 times 7. So, I don't think any man can offend someone in one day 70 times.
7 times, yeah.
So, there is nothing, if you know how God wants us, there is nothing, to me I felt there is nothing that you can't forgive. Someone will hear and say, you are just saying it. That's my own, there is no, especially when it concerns your spouse, there is no, if you want it to work, it depends. There is nothing. They are open. I don't think if you love each other, you want to harm each other. If you truly love each other, and don't go into marriage because of what you see. That is another thing, that when you get there, what you were seeing that you were expecting is not happening the way you wanted, then you start resenting your spouse or being bitter. If there was something you were seeing and you get there, you are not getting it, talk about it. Discuss it, express it. I think that's express your feelings. And
thank you. Thank you very much for the wonderful opportunity for making today a worthwhile. And here we'll be rolling the curtain. Just want to appreciate you all. Especially those of you that have subscribed, those of you that have dropped 1 or 2 comments. Just want to appreciate you all. And we want to tell you to please hit the notification bell. So whenever we drop any other video, you'll be the first to come your way again. I'm still your host, Brother Joseph, and this is Public
You're not alone. Come take a seat in the couple's tent.